Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey. I'm Deanna, and today we are going to work on the borders, and then we will be finished with the quilt top. Here is the quilt top. The borders, we also need to put some applique on those as well. But what I'm going to do first, these are the fabrics I'm using for the border. This is the inner border and the outer border. I'm going to put these on. There's no applique on this. I have to sew 2 of these together for each side. So I've got 8 strips. And I'll sew pairs together, so I'll have 4 long strips. And then we will put the applique on. So let me get that far and I will be back. Okay, I have the inner border on, and I have my packet of Heat and Bond for the borders. And I am going to start with the side borders, because they're going to go on first, so we need to do these 2. I'll go ahead and put all the applique pieces, iron them all on at once. But when I'm done with these, then I can measure the quilt, and then we can make the corners together for the top row. So this is what I've chosen. These are going to be the square and the square. This will be the outside and the inside. This is a mushroom top, and mushroom stems. This is the top knot for the bird, the wing, and the quill body. So let me get the pieces ready. I'm going to use the solid red for the top knot. This will be the wings. This will be the birds. We've got 9 mushrooms to make. If you want to know about how to do the Heat and Bond Lite, trace and everything, the fabrics, the pattern, how to make bias stems, I've got that on video 1, and there will be a link to that in the description box below. Okay, let me get these cut out, and I will be back in a moment. Okay, I thought I had recorded this, but I didn't press the button down hard enough. So I've got all the pieces cut out. I've put the mushrooms on, and now I marked where the legs are going to go for the quail. So now we need to get to the sewing machine, use a triple stitch to put the legs on, and then we will come back here and finish ironing on the applique. Okay, I'm going to be using a triple stitch on my machine. I have a Bernina 780, and it's number 6. It goes back 1, forward 2, back 1, forward 2, so that each stitch is covered 3 times. Let me get the thread underneath the presser foot. Okay, I sprayed that with the water to get the blue off, because it was a water soluble. I put the feet the wrong direction. I'm going to have to fix that. Okay, we got that fixed. Now we can put the bird on. And I want to hurry and do the eyeball too, which you can barely see because it's a dark fabric. And we need the top knot. And the wing. Helps if you take the paper off the back. Okay, next we're going to make the square in a square. Okay, we're getting ready to make the square in a square. So I've got 4 squares. This is going to be the center, cut at 3 3/8 of an inch. And 8 squares cut at 3 1/2, cut diagonally. And these will end up as 4 1/2 inch unfinished squares. And I use my squared ruler by Debbie Tucker from Studio Designs. It gives me the measurement here for the center square and then the instructions of which to cut for. I had a 4-inch finished, so I needed the 3 1/4 inch things. So, and then I will use that to trim also. So let's get to the sewing machine and put this together. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I'll do the others off camera. So I need my 4 sides. I'm going to iron a crease in here. Okay, so that's the middle. And I'm going to put these on the side so the point is at the center line. A lot of times I just eyeball it, but this time I'm going to find the center. Okay, now I'm going to iron these back because these will get sewn over this. Okay, while I was ironing, I put in another crease for this side. I just need to iron it open. Okay, I've got my square. There are little X's at each of the 4 points. I put those in the corner. Rarely do I get it exactly perfect, but I line it up as close as I can. I've still got my 1/4 inch on each side. And then I trim. You can use a regular ruler, obviously. Just make sure these points are, that's halfway is at 2 1/4 inches and that you're leaving your seam allowance. I just have the tool, so I'm going to use it. Okay, now I've got a 4 1/2 inch square in the square. Let me get the others done and I will be back. Okay, I have the units put on the top and bottom borders, and now we've got to put our mushrooms on. I already peeled off the backs. This one is the top border, this one is the bottom border, so the mushrooms will be on the top right and the bottom left. You don't want to put it all the way down at the bottom because you still have that seam allowance. She has the bottom one, they're all even, but I decided I didn't want that. I don't think my iron's hot. Okay, let me wait till I get my iron hot and then we can iron these on. I moved them just a little. Okay, let's get to the applique. Okay, I have my machine on zigzag at a width of 1.8 and a length of 80. And I'm just going to zigzag along the edge so that the outer edge of the zigzag is at the edge and the rest of it is inside the applique. Or at least that's what I'm going to try and do. Okay, that is how the applique is going to get done, and I will see you when it's finished. Okay, the borders are on, the top is finished. I was going to mention at the beginning of this video, but I forgot, that last time when I did this block, I mentioned that I was going to quilt in these veins for the leaves, but after I was done with everything, I changed my mind. I wanted, a thread there. So I went ahead and did that. So the leaves do already have the veins in them. It doesn't show too much on these ones, but you can still see it in these ones. So now I need to get it sandwiched and quilted, and then we will be done. Okay, it is all finished. I have a green minky in the back, and I used a Applique for the binding because that was the only yardage I had. So I wanted to use this all as scraps, although I did buy these two materials. But I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. Find some fun quilts to make. And I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.